Hi everyone, Steve here. Well, welcome to another video. As usual, it is raining. It's our weekend off. So instead of going away, I am today going to be putting the LiTime 230 LiFePo4 lithium battery in the Caravn. It was the one that I took out when I installed the two 320 amp hour LiTime batteries in the back of the Ranger. Thanks everyone for tuning into that video. It has been absolutely fantastic bringing it to you. And don't forget about the 10% off that you can get on that 320 amp hour LiTime battery. Only runs for 3 months. So from the start of March this year, for 3 months, you can save 10% off if you use my discount code SAW10. But today's video, I will be installing this battery in the Ranger. Now, I did have the two 100 amp hour LiTime batteries in the Caravn, and I had them in parallel. I've got them in the shed now. I've just finished putting them in here. You might remember ages ago I did a video where I put in a 12 volt system in the shed, and I actually gave the battery to my neighbour over the road, and I decided to put the 200s in here. Give me 200 amp hours in the shed. I've got my solar controller, my little King's 1000 watt inverter there, no trouble at all, so I can charge up my drill batteries and stuff like that and run some lights in the shed, things like that. Just make it a better little workshop because I haven't got any power out here, so these are going to be great for just powering the shed as needed. But yeah, I've just charged this battery up with the LiTime charger, so it's all ready to go. I can disconnect that, and like I said, putting this one in the Caravn. Now, the beauty of the other 200s that I had in there, they were Bluetooth capable, and I could just get on the LiTime app and keep an eye on the batteries and see how they were going. I can monitor it in the Caravn. It has got a BM Pro Manager 30 in there, but it basically gives you just a voltage, and it gives you like a graph with a battery just showing you, you know, whether it's at 75%, 50% or needs charging. It is really good having, you know, a shunt or something with an app that you can really have a look at how the battery is performing. Now, unfortunately, this LiTime battery here is just a basic battery. It is absolutely amazing battery. Like, it has been powering the Ranger for over 12 months, but with the new power system I've got in there, it was time to take it out. And I'm going to put this in the Caravn, but I need Bluetooth capabilities on it. How I did it in the Ranger, I had a Victron Bluetooth smart shunt in there, and it just go into the app and it would tell me what percentage the battery was at, tell me the voltage, tell me when it was charged, all the information, give you a graph on how much power you're using. So what I've done is I've got myself another Victron shunt, Bluetooth shunt. There it is there. So I'll be installing this in the Caravn as well. Pretty basic. All you got to do is run the black cord to this side of the shunt to the battery, and the other negative from the Caravn to the other side, and then run this little power cable just to the positive on the battery to power the unit. Really, really simple, and just download the app, which I've already got, and then I'll just have to go in once I power the battery up and set all the parameters to the Bluetooth connectivity on this, and that should be it. So I've got to make a short little cable up to run from the negative to here to the battery, and the positive should be fine in the Caravn, and the negative from the Caravn should be fine to go to the other side. That's about it. So I'll get into getting this all installed, and once I get it in the Caravn, I'll quickly show you how it's all working and how I connect to the app. Cheers everyone. Okay everyone, I have got it all installed. I'll tell you what, it wasn't an easy job because it absolutely bucketed down rain all weekend. We had 230 millimeters flooding everywhere, but managed to get it done. Tell you what, I'm like Buck. As soon as you do get the camera out, a bloody aircraft goes over. Where is it? There it is. not a crop duster, just we're near the airport. So, but yeah, 230 millimetres of rain, plenty of mud and water lying around the yard. But yeah, got it all up and running. So there it is there. There's my Victron Bluetooth shunt. You can see, you might be able to see the blue light flashing. That's my little power cable there. It's got a little fuse in it. And got my negative from this side to here, and then to the battery to the system is just here. That runs to the Caravn. So pretty simple to put in. I just put this aluminium block in here to sort of stop the battery from moving around. It was a tight squeeze to get it in there, but got it in there, no worries at all. And I'll just put a little bracket in the end here just to stop the battery from sliding the opposite way. A couple of bits of foam up the top there. But yeah, so 230 amp hours now instead of 200. So I'll just go back into the Victron app here. So as you can see there now, I've got two shunts running. This one here is my car shunt. It is 13.737 volts. This one here is 13.66. No current going in, it's 100% and nothing coming out. My other battery is at 97 and 20 amp hours out of 640. But if I click on this one, it'll connect and give me the same information. And you can also go into history, tells you what it's done, and trends. Basically gives you a breakdown on a graph on voltage. So you might be able to see there that's your voltage. So it was just under 13.6 volts, and then I charged it, so it went up to 14.44 volts, and then dropped back down again once I disconnected the charger. But hardly any power has come out because we haven't used it much. I used a tiny bit of power there when I first turned it on just to check it out and see how it was going. But basically I just had to go into the settings, go into the battery, set the battery capacity 230 amp hours, voltage 14.4, current measurement detection normal, floor discharge 20%, and everything else was pretty well right. And then you can synchronize the battery back to 100% down there. So pretty simple setup and pretty easy to do. I think the Victron Bluetooth shunt is one of the better shunts on the market because 500 amps, it's going to be pretty dark in here because I've got the power off. We'll just switch it on and hopefully all the lights come on. So there is my battery monitoring system that we have in the van. Like I said, it just gives you this display here with, you know, a battery and time remaining. 13.6 volts was what the shunt was showing as well. And it was just a matter of going into this system as well and calibrating the battery to the right size. So I've done that. So now we should have plenty of power with what we've got in the car. The LiTime 300 or 342 of those, 640 amp hours, and the LiTime battery in here as well. Don't forget about the 10% off on the other 320 batteries. I'll leave a link in the description. SAW 10. You'll save 10% off that battery only. Doesn't apply to any other batteries at the moment, but keep an eye out. I always have discounts going on with LiTime. So that's about it. If you've got any questions, queries or comments, please leave them down below. I hope you've got something out of it. Thanks very much for tuning in. Stay safe, look after each other, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.